Well, hello everyone and welcome to FranTastic InSights, where we provide insights from some of the coolest people in franchising. My name is Alesia Visconti. I am the CEO and president of FranServe and Franchise Dictionary magazine. Now, FranServe is the largest franchise consulting company in the world. And what we do, our mission is very, very easy. We help people become franchise owners and change their lives. And we do that through a network of FranTastic franchise brands and our fabulous network of franchise consultants. Now today I'm very excited to have a wonderful brand with us. It is Talem Home Care, and I have Jake Rankin from that brand. So welcome to the show, Jake.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Well, I appreciate it. I know we're all busy in this crazy, COVID world, but I so appreciate you coming on board. And of course, senior care is very, very hot, very popular right now. If you could just do us a favor and talk to our audience a little bit about your brand and why it's unique in the senior care space, that would be great.
Sure. So at Talem Home Care, we're a non-medical senior care company. We're in an industry that's fairly, there's a lot of competition in the industry. I kind of recognize that. But I've been in this industry for 17 years. I've been doing senior care. I started out as a caregiver myself, actually, years ago. And I feel that 17 years experience and starting out as a caregiver back then has really allowed us to create a program that stands out from everyone. At Talem, we were founded back in 2013, and it really started actually following the loss of my mother. There's a story on our website if you want to go on there and take a look at it. But, I was really kind of forced to make some difficult life and death decisions and had to navigate the healthcare industry. And, at that point in time, I had been in the industry for about 10 years, and I had sat with families and walked through them, but I'd never really realized just how hard and how confusing times like that can be, when it's happening to you.
Absolutely.
And I remember thinking, wow, was that hard for me with all my experience? I can't imagine what other people were going through. So at that point, I did some soul searching, and it really became my mission to find ways to help people, to help make the community better and to help people as they navigate that healthcare system. So after doing some soul searching, I came to the realization that the best way for me to help my community was to, go back to my roots of being a caregiver and do it through a senior care company. I didn't do that, very lightly, knowing that there's, it's kind of competitive a little bit, but I did my research. And when I started looking through my research and reflecting upon my career at that point in time, I'd really noticed that, the model, the senior care model, I just felt was broken. The franchise model in some ways, the senior care delivery model in some ways is broken. And there was just a lot of gaps and a lot of holes that I felt that was missing, that needed to be fixed. And so with our delivery model that we have, our goal, our primary mission is to base our delivery model based around being an advocate for people, being a place where people can turn to find answers. We want them to come to us and cry on our shoulders, and we want to be able to put our arms around and give them big hugs and say, we've got you behind this. And so we also want to do that through the support of the goals of our clients. Majority of the aging population and even the disabled population is they want to stay at home for as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's understandable. There's a lot of memories tied to those homes, and so we want to honor those memories by doing what we can to support them. Which is why, when you explore a Talem franchise, you'll find quickly that we're very different than any other brand that you're going to run across. Now, you asked a little bit about, what makes this a little different and unique. And I'd say, there's a lot there, a lot of tangible things that you can research and you can take a look at. But I'd be here all day going over that. But so I encourage anybody, to reach out if they want to learn more. But some of the main differences that we have, I think, here at Talem Home Care is that, we have, the largest territory size offerings in the industry. We really have unmatched philosophy and training and support and the amount of support that we provide. We do have specialized community programs like a veteran VA program for low-income vets. We work with state Medicaid programs. We have free healthcare coaching for our communities. Our care is not only focused on the elderly, but we work with kids, we work with the disabled population, new moms, or really anybody that just needs a little extra help. And our services are not solely tied to just providing in-home care. We also provide senior placement services, staffing services, transportation, and even residential cleaning services. So there's a lot of different revenue lines that someone can
That's awesome. So I see where, I mean, even, I have to tell you, even when you're speaking about it, right, your passion comes through, right, and talking about it. And I appreciate that. When I was in my 20s, or just last week, right? No, when I was in my 20s, I went through a situation with my mom and had to, you know, get in home care. And it was, you know, very confusing and you know, not as many resources. So I know firsthand how valuable a service like yours is, and you know how your franchisees feel that same passion. Now, you know, when we're talking here, what qualities do you look for a franchisee, someone who's thinking about, you know, going into ownership of a senior care? What can you say is your ideal candidate for that?
I think first and foremost, our franchisees need to have a big heart and passion for servicing others. You know, I've seen in this industry where people will, you know, are more geared towards, you know, buying a franchise like this for an investment for their retirement, because it can be highly profitable business. But I think you really have to have that heart and passion of service above self, you know, and making sure that the people that within your community are well supported and loved. I think that's the biggest input. I wouldn't say any experience is needed. In fact, you know, one of our best franchisees right now, he's a retired Air Force colonel. And so he spent, you know, 20 plus years in the military, around 20 years in the military, and he knew nothing about senior care. And so what's really exciting about it, you know, he was very in touch with, you know, volunteering and wanting to give back to his community. And so he's really embraced that, those core values that we have. And now, because of that selflessness that he has, and his desire to work hard to support his community, he's so much so that he's just doubled this year, and he's got almost next to zero marketing going in advertising, but the word of mouth that he's generated is just through the roof. It's more work than he can keep up with right now.
That's awesome. And you know, isn't that the case with the franchise, right? You don't necessarily have to have the experience in what the brand's about. I mean, because your systems, and you teach people. So I think that's important.
It's the beauty of franchising,
right?
Yeah, it's the beauty of franchising. You know, you don't need to make it up yourself. You know, there's a team of people that's going to be helping you along the way.
That is so true. And you know, that kind of leads into, you know, what I want to talk about now. And it's one of my favorite hashtags on social media. I use it all the time. And it's, you know, franchise strong. And to me, franchise strong is all about our community and the fact that we're caring and compassionate entrepreneurs that really do want to help people change their lives for themselves and for their family. And no matter what, you know, up economies, down economies, COVID, no matter what it is, the franchise model will always continue and be strong. And so many people these days think about being their own boss, and you know, they don't know what to do and how to go about it. And of course, franchise is such a wonderful path for them to be their own boss, you know, own a business and be in business for themselves, but not by themselves. And so, Jake, what does franchise strong mean to you and your brand?
I think I agree with you. You know, when I worked in the corporate world, I really just, you know, I didn't feel like I was making a strong impact, and I wanted to be able to leave a legacy for my family and make my kids proud. And although I could have done that in the corporate world, but I agree with you. I think franchising is a pathway to being part of something bigger. To me, franchise strong is about unity. It's about, you know, whether you're a restaurant franchise, a retail franchise, a service franchise, whether you're one of the companies and vendors that support franchisors like me, if we band together as one, not only can we help create a strong economy that's going to be beneficial for everybody, but I think that, you know, we're very much needed in helping bring families and friends and communities together. You know, I love going out to restaurants and having time, spending time with my friends and family, and going out shopping. And you know, whenever I travel and when we travel with friends and family, we really try to support franchisees, and we try to support small businesses as much as possible, because, you know, to us, that's the kind of the backbone of the American society, in our opinion. And so,
yeah, it is the American dream, right? I mean,
yeah.
we really do change people's lives. I mean, we really do.
And I feel, you know, in healthcare, we have this saying, you know, when we're trying to help people in need, we talk about how it takes a village. And I see Franchise Strong as building that village to spread the love and support to those who are needing it.
That's awesome. I love that concept. I like that a great deal, Jake. That was great. That was great.
Oh, thanks.
Listen, I know we're busy, and you're, you know, got growing like crazy, and you
Yes.
got prospective franchisees to talk to, but I really want to thank you so much for your FranTastic insights. Is there any last thoughts before we wrap up today?
I just want to say thank you for inviting me today. You know, I really enjoyed it, and it's not been a secret. You know, with what you've done in building FranServe and everything you guys and your consultants are working, you are by far my most favorite consulting group to work with. And I just want to applaud you for the good work you're doing and the message you're spreading. I just couldn't be more honored to be a part of that with you. So thank you for allowing me to be on this with you
Well,
today.
I appreciate that, and you know, as you said, it takes a village, and it's a team effort on every way, as you know, with your own organization. So
Yeah,
it is, again, you know, a family, right? A franchise family.
it is. It is, exactly. It's part of our family values. It's part of our core values.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, thank you again, Jake. I really appreciate it, and have a fantastic day.
Take care.